Hello, Twin Lakes students. This is Miss Tron here. Just wanted to show you something that we're doing at the school for a fundraiser. Now, you can also be part of this virtually. There's a way for you to be part of the PTA fundraiser virtually. Today, if you'd like to, when you're done with your art, you can submit it to this website called squareoneart.com. And what squareoneart.com does is they work with various schools, and what they will do is they will take your art and put it on products like mugs and note cards and different things like this, an apron, maybe a tote bag. So what happens is, once you upload your art to the site at Square One Art, and put in your information for the school, there'll actually be an upload button in the upper right-hand corner. And if you just press that, it'll tell you how to take a photo of your art and how to fill in your information. But once all that is done, you can buy your art printed on something, and our PTA at the school is going to get a portion of the money. So this is a fundraiser for the PTA. Now, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But if you don't want to do it, you can just, as per usual, submit a photo of your art to my email address. Okay, so today we're going to be working on an underwater scene, and we got a bunch of different things we can do on this underwater scene. But before we begin, let's talk about we will be using some various geometric shapes today to make things in our ocean. And we're also going to be using some various lines, in particular, a curved line. And you can also use some of our other lines as decoration if you want to. The color family, or the family we're using today are the hues. The hues are the rainbow colors. So once you're done drawing, you can either paint your art in the rainbow colors, starting with red at the top of our sunset, moving to orange, making your sun orange. The first wave of water will be green, then blue, and then down to violet. So the reason we're using our rainbow colors is rainbow colors, or the hues, are very vibrant. They're very eye-catching. And we're making art that's going to be used as a reproduction, so we want it to be as bright as possible. Now, what you can do at home is you can get a square of paper for your art. But I'm going to be using one of these official papers that they sent to the school. But if you're working at home, what you can do is you can just take a copier piece of paper, and cut it to 8.5 by 8.5 inches, a square of some sort. If you don't have copier paper, I suppose you could draw on the back of some mail or something like that. But I will tell you, in art class, it is recommended that you have plain white paper. Art just shows up a little bit better on plain white paper. You can get a pad of paper at some discount stores for like $1. If you were to go to the Dollar Tree, you could get a pad of paper for just $1. So it's easy to find this stuff if you want to. Okay. By the way, you can also get some markers from the Dollar Tree for $1, some washable markers. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to start on the left-hand side, and we're going to go halfway over, halfway down, and we're going to draw a little dot there. And we're just going to make a series of very simple curved lines on our art. In fact, let me scoot this over so you can start thinking. And if at any point you want to put in your own ideas, go for it. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to start by doing a curve up, curve down, curve up for my first line of water. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. So then I'm going to go down another inch, or inch, maybe a little bit more than that, 1.5 inches. Doesn't have to be exact. And I'm going to curve up, curve down, curve up. Okay. So then I'm moving down. The last part, the last line, probably to make it a little bit equidistant, we should make it about halfway between this line and the bottom. So Once again, I'm just going to curve up, curve down, curve up. For my sun, I'm just going to add a curve line in there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to marker. So if you want to switch over to marker, you can. That's something you can do. Or you can keep drawing with the pencil. I think I'm just going to switch over to marker so you guys can see a little bit better with what we're doing. And look here, I was talking to you, and even, see, it just goes to show you, everybody makes mistakes, even I do. I'm going to go around on my sun, and then I'm also going to contour these lines here. Just going around and tracing them. Okay. All right. So one thing they recommend on the Square One site is to sign your art and also put the date of the year on it. So what I'm going to do on mine, and it probably recommend writing this pretty large, I'm going to write my name. You can write your own name, and then I'm just going to put the date. The reason I'm writing my name in the center is sometimes if you get too close to the edges, your name will get cut off. I suppose you could write your name on one of the waves or something like that, but write your own name, obviously not mine, and there you go. Now, some very simple ways to make some fish, and you probably remember from when we did the rainbow fish lesson, is start by drawing a pretty large oval. And I will tell you, in this lesson, it's better to draw large than small, because if you draw large and you go back and trace it, everything, you'll be able to see it very well. So for the tail, I'm going to do a diagonal line up and a diagonal line down. And then I'm just going to bring a vertical line down. Very, very simple. Some of you might be able to do this even without my help. Now, for the fins, you can make it pretty easy. You can do just a triangle up and a triangle down, or you could do more of a curved triangle. You could do a diagonal and then curve it back to the body of the fish. For the head, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a little curve line in here, a little dot, and then the mouth. So now that you know how to do that, maybe you could put some fish in different areas. Maybe you could flip your fish in the opposite direction, okay? So maybe I'll make a fish going the opposite way now. And the whole point of this, I know this might seem a little simplistic, but the whole point of this art is just we're keeping it really nice and bright. We're not going to draw too small. We want to keep it large so everything on your scene can be seen really well. So I'm just kind of replicating those ideas, but now I'm doing it in a different direction. Now, you know, you could maybe draw a little fin like this on the side of your fish if you wanted to. That's something else you could do. As far as the jellyfish are concerned, very, very easy. You can draw a semicircle like that. And then what I like to do is just draw a curved line down and then make it to a U-turn back. I'm just bringing it down in a curve, and then having it do a U-turn back. And you can give your jellyfish as many legs as you want. So I'm just curving it up and curving it back. You could add some seaweed at the bottom, and there's two ways to do a seaweed. You could just do a curved line up and a curved line back, kind of like the opposite of what we did on the jellyfish, or you could curve it up and curve it back. So we're just really doing some little things here. You could add some shells maybe. Maybe you want to add a crab. Maybe you want to add a shark. Maybe you want to add a turtle. There's a lot of other things you can add. It's really up to you. So draw to your heart's content, and then when you're done, you can go ahead and paint it in however you like. We could easily add some birds to our sky with 2 curves like this. You could do a little series of those, a very simple little bird going on there, all right? So when you're done, like I said, you can either use some markers to color it in, or you could paint in, but if you can use the rainbow hues down, or use our hues down, starting with red at the top, and then orange, then yellow, and then green, blue, and violet, it's going to look great. You can also go back in and color in your fish individually. It's really up to you. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and remember to feel free to upload your art to square1art.com. For my students at school, I'll also be putting a video up on my channel that shows how to upload your art to Square One. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.